What's up, chat? How's everybody doing today, man? So apparently last night there was like just for some context for those of you that probably are not in the know, okay? Apparently last night there was like some kind of podcast with some of the Chang Gang boys. Cole was there for a little bit, I think, and obviously there was some comments made, and it's all over YouTube. Apparently it was on Reddit and stuff like that. I was pretty much asleep already. It was, I think it was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. my time. And, you know, there's some comments about like some stuff, okay? And apparently I don't want to have to watch the whole thing because I'm not trying to stir anything here, okay? But I feel like when I'm the subject, when I'm the person that's being mentioned in the podcast and people are talking about me and stuff like that, I don't want to add on to it, you know what I mean? But I feel like I got to at least defend myself or mention something about it, right? So Dean was on the podcast as well, and he mentioned how the one person that he doesn't like on the server is, I think it was Benji or myself or something like that. And that the only reason he didn't slap the shit out of me at TwitchCon was because Toby was there. Now, this makes me wonder a few things, okay? And chat, I'm telling you right now, you already know that I'm trying to tell you guys that I don't want you guys going around trying to be like white knights or anything like that. We don't want to try to go crazy or whatever it is, because there's a lot of context missing, okay? There's a lot of context missing about a lot of stuff. And obviously, a lot of these, a lot of this negativity and all the problems that we feel we might be having right now comes from, the Mandem War, okay? A lot of shit happened during the Mandem War. A lot of it was very tense, a lot of toxicity back and forth everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, chat? Like, obviously there were things that happened there. I was involved in a lot of the stuff as well, but mainly one thing, basically. And, we can't really talk about shit that goes on in the server or whatever, reports or whatever it is. We can't really be talking about any of that. But, I want to say that fortunately, on my part, right, anything that I might have mentioned, nobody got penalized for anything. No warning points, nobody got banned, nothing like that. From me, personally, okay? And the thing is, I just want us to think about the shit that we're saying right now, bro. Like whether or not that somebody was streaming or somebody was talking about something, I understand that everybody in every crew, we all talk shit. We all talk shit about the different content creators. We talk shit about the different people that are in other groups and shit like that. But I personally have never wanted to, like do anything outside of the game to anybody. I keep it inside, or at the very, at the most, I keep it to the forums. And the funny thing is, whatever happened during the Mandem War, that was my first time ever doing anything like that. Okay? So that's the context for that. So you know what's going on. So something happened during that time, right? And nobody got penalized, nobody got banned, nothing. Everything's okay. I had a conversation with Zerkaa trying to sort out a lot of the stuff, and I thought that we were moving towards the right direction. We would avoid any intense RP and stuff like that. We would avoid that for the time being and try to make sure that both communities can start communicating and working itself out, right? Now, my problem is just that I just want us to be able to like play on NoPixel and get along with each other, work as colleagues at the very least, that don't necessarily have to like each other, right? But I think we reached some kind of limit when we all start laughing about bullshit, like somebody wanting to slap somebody else for what's going on. You know what I mean? Because let me just clarify something, okay? I'm not here to sag farm. I've never tried to get pity from anybody, and I think what I'm about to tell you next will like prove it to you. So during TwitchCon Europe, right? The reason that I ended up not going is not because of family stuff or whatever. Well, family's got something to do with it, but honestly, it was about the number of death threats that were given to that was sent towards me and people in my family and stuff, right? And these are people talking about shit like, you know, myself, my wife, my son. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something, okay? I never wanted to bring any of this stuff up. And what did I tell you during when I initially canceled the trip? I said that I don't want to go there because Adam's going to school and stuff like that, right? And here's the thing. It's okay for us to try to handle these things the way we want to. Okay? But I'm talking about the kind of behavior that we want to have here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for anything. Iro Jiraya, don't say names like that, bro. Because you don't know what you're talking about. Swizz, Silent, and stuff like that, don't bring those names up, please. They were just listening to stuff, you know? What I'm trying to say here is that, like, I just hope that we can stop this kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want, I'm not reporting nobody to Twitch, to NoPixel, whatever. It's nothing like that. I just want this kind of stuff to stop. And I think we just need to like stop hating each other so that we can all get along and start working properly again, man. Because it reaches a point where it's so sad where like, bro, like, is it really that funny? You know what I'm saying? Is it really that funny? Maybe at the time it can be. You know? It just shows me something. It just makes me a little bit concerned that when, you know, you get what I'm saying, right, chat? I'm just trying to be happy whenever I wake up to go to work and stream on NoPixel. That's legit all I want to do. And now I don't want us to fester into this environment where people are too scared to do anything because of the blowback against the giants, the big content groups and shit like that. What's the point of it all if that's how we're going to end up, right? And here's the weird thing, right? If the person actually has, like, if anybody has a problem with me and it's something that's outside of NoPixel, isn't it weird how that would actually be more acceptable than having the issue stem from where we roleplay every day? You know what I'm saying? And all I want is just for like these comments, the if I speak moments, comments about Seaside, about Lysium, about Benji. Just stop it, bro. Just stop it. If anybody, like, legit, for me, chat, all I want is, if there's anybody out there that has a problem with me, like legitimately, you hate me, you don't like me for whatever reason it is, for whatever reason you may think it is, I honestly, bro, like, there's some content groups out there that piss me off, okay? But not to the point that I hate you, I want to slap the shit out of you. None of you, okay? None of you, like literally. I would never wish any ill harm to come to you, okay? And the thing is, even though that's only one-sided right now, what I do want to clarify is that if there's anyone at all that has a problem with me, that hates my character, doesn't want to role play with me, I'm honestly open to any DMs. You can simply send me a message and tell me, yo, I don't want to be role playing with you and stuff like that. And I will truly do my best to make sure that our characters never have to intertwine. I will always just, look the other way. If we're trying to go for the same bank, the person that's first there will get it. I will just leave you to your devices. I won't do anything about it. I can do that. That's not a problem for me. I just don't want it to go to the next level. Okay. And I don't want anything to be going sideways anymore. I don't want people. It's bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to have to role play with me or to do anything with me when they straight up don't like me. You know? I just want everything to stop, bro. That's all I'm saying. You know what? I will even go so far as to say I understand all of it. I understand all of it. You know what I'm saying? I know tensions are high, everything's going crazy, but I do feel like as people that have thousands of people watching them every day, we have a certain type of responsibility. You know? We have a certain type of responsibility. I don't want to be thinking that the next time I go to TwitchCon, I can't bring my son or I can't bring my wife because I might potentially get into a fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that for anybody. It's not a fun thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that. You know? It's just... And I'm telling you straight up right now, Chad, I'm not joking. I don't need anybody defending me on the Reddits. I don't need anybody going to Dean's channel or anybody in the podcast channel. Nothing like that. Okay? All I want is just people to stop laughing about shit that ain't funny and promoting any type of toxicity. I just don't think that needs to be done anymore. You know? Because that's just... I think we've reached that limit where, hey... relax, we good. Let's move on. If you want to talk about this, we can fix this. And I'm telling you, anybody that doesn't like me right now, anybody that hates Lysium, Benji, whatever, it's not too late. It's not too late. Tomorrow we can log on the server and I can make it seem like we're best friends. I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to do that, man. Have I tried talking to Dean? I haven't actually talked to Dean directly because, to be honest with you, Dean was not really involved in any of the situations that happened. You know what I'm saying? And I did have a conversation with the leader of their gang, Zerkaa, and I tried to make sure that we were all copacetic and making sure that everybody could move forward and be okay again. Like it's we don't want things to become like a situation, chat, where if there is an actual legitimate problem that let's think about it in terms of like NoPixel and a role player and people that are dealing with stuff that's brand new, beta testing and shit like that. It's I don't we're gonna reach a point where people will be too scared to mention anything. You know what I mean? Like people won't want to talk about anything, bro. Like we don't want to reach the point where, okay, so that group of mass or that group of community, they're so big, let them just do anything they want, right? You know what I'm saying? If we reach that point, then this gonna be nothing, bro. We all just gonna be role playing idiots. We all just gonna be. What's the point? I might as well disband Seaside right now and just become a civ group. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that chat. There's nothing to spin. I'm not even talking shit about anybody, bro. Pretty sure it's been at that point for months. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, how do I say this? You know, there is a moment where you can either use your community or like teach your community how to act, right? And for me, the way I do things is literally even when people are trying to defend me in my Discord, it's not allowed because I don't want people to start taking sides and start fighting. If you look at what happened last night, the timing of it, you will see no messages about what happened during the podcast. There is not a single one on my Discord, and there's no what. There's always at least 600 people chatting in the meta chat at any given time. You know what I'm saying. I just don't want to be I don't want to come off as somebody that's pretending to try and fix things. But this shit is actually something that I do try to fix, and I do try to quell at every angle before it becomes a problem. No. Wong Mando, I know your message got deleted, but this is not about the devs or NoPixel management. It's about the streamers. This is about the streamers and our communities. It's not easy. NoPixel management can't just start penalizing people left and right. Then they get shat on and nobody wants to be on the server, right? It's not that. This goes a little bit further. You know, this is about our culture. This is about the way we do things, right? The way we communicate, the way we do things. And I think, everybody's a little bit at fault. You know what I mean? It's a real thing, guys. It's a real thing. It might be a joke to you, but shit gets changed, bro. Like people don't understand. Like, bro, you have a lot of fucking say. Every streamer in NoPixel that has more than 500 people watching them, even more than 100 people watching them, you have a say, man. The things you do affect people's lives. People need to remember that. We've been blessed with so many opportunities to become big streamers from the characters that we play, and people actually listen to the shit that we do and the way that we behave. You know? Do you think you will try and reach out to Dino, maybe Zerkaa, again and work through the situation? Bon Biscuit, I'll be honest with you. I think it's been 3 times in a row now that I'm the one reaching out. So if anybody wants to reach out to me, I think it's time. I think it's time for me to be reached out to if anybody's got a problem with me. And trust me, guys, if you have a problem with me and you straight up don't like me, if you were to DM me saying that you don't want to role play with me or anything anymore, I'm not even going to be, don't feel like it's going to be an awkward conversation. I'll be okay with it, you know? I'll legitimately be all right with it. I will be friendly. I will say, okay, that's not a problem. I appreciate you coming to me. And let's try our best to avoid issues in the future. And yeah, we don't have to role play. Stuff like that. I can do it. It's not a problem for me. It's not going to... Anybody. My DMs are open. Send me a friend request. Send me a Twitter DM. Follow me on Twitter and send me a DM. Unfollow me after. I'll do that too. That's not a problem. We go the CB route and avoid conflict like the plague. Yeah, of course. I mean, like everybody. I would love to be at that size and just avoid any conflict. That would be fucking great. Yeah, guys, there's no reason to create animosity here. And if I had the choice, I probably wouldn't have even said anything today. But the thing is, when when you become the subject for such a big topic and there's about 100 YouTube videos of it, you kind of have to say something. Otherwise, you're just a fucking lemming, you know? Hit me with that skincare routine. Nah, it's not. It's not any skincare routine, Brian. I just drink a lot of water. It's not, Ryan. It's not about saying it face to face, bro. It doesn't matter. You realize that this whole issue is like, it's a little bit funny because there was some murmurs about D not even realizing that people were streaming and stuff like that. And whether or not it's true, I don't know, because I didn't want to listen to the podcast. I didn't listen to the clip. I just got a TLDR and then I just watched specific parts of it, right? So for me, it's just, I'm trying to make you guys understand. It's not about saying it face to face. It's about, why the fuck do we even dislike each other in the first place? And you know, I guess it's a thing. And if you do it, it's fine. I understand it, man. Things can get heated. Uh, Celeste, I'll be real. I had no clue this drama was a thing, but I mean, when you have content creators that make millions of dollars combined, you know, and one of the most popular content creation service in the world, it's of course there's a lot of drama, man. You know, there's of course there's gonna be a lot of drama. It's not about Mandem or CG. It's not about Mandem or CG. I'm just talking about, there was a conversation that was had about me. And I think it's just the kind of conversation that shouldn't be happening at all. And I think if anybody's got a problem, they just have to stop allowing any problems to potentially happen in the future, like avoiding each other, not talking, not communicating, and we just drop it, and we're all gonna be okay. You know, I think that's the best thing. I don't want to have to go through the decision making I had to go through like 3 months ago, bro. I don't want to cancel another trip because I feel like a massive part of that community's fan base might be there, and I'm just gonna be dealing with people that are shitty towards me. No, nameless. Yeah, that's what I want. That's all I'm saying right now. You know, like I'm trying to be as understanding as I can be right now without stirring anything. Just trying to have some face and mentioning something that was, brought up because I was the main topic there. And yeah, I just hope people understand that I'm not trying to spread any more hatred, and I'm just here to publicly declare and make it known that I just want to work things out. I don't want people hating each other. And if anybody's got a problem with me, please approach me. I will be completely friendly as fucking possible. I'll be professional. I think that's the word I'm thinking of right here. And I just want to make it clear because some people were a little bit confused about some of these YouTube titles and some stuff that was happening at TwitchCon that may have caused him to not like me. But I only had one interaction with Dean, and I said hello to him. I actually shook his hand, and I wanted to, talk about stuff and maybe figure some stuff out. But, I said hello to him. I said, "What's up, man?" And he told, I remember what he said too. He said, "Hey, just another day, bro." I said, "All right, bro. Hope you're having a good time at TwitchCon." That's it. I didn't go to any parties with him, anything. Yeah, I was on stream. That's the one time I met him. There's nothing else. I didn't try. I didn't party with him. I didn't go out with him. So I didn't. If you guys think like I did something crazy, said something about the Mandem when I was drunk or high, no, none of that happened. I don't think we talked about any when we were there, it was just a good time, just talking about how everybody's friendly, about how all the fans are there and stuff like that. Nothing else. There's nothing else. I didn't. Yeah.